Now let us start with the next topic, that is union. Now what is union? Multiple queries can be combined into one by forming union of them all. As you have done in mathematics also, or in union you have done in junior classes also, in which you write this symbol A union B, where A and B are two set. It can be of numbers, decimal numbers, or integer numbers. What happens in A union B? All the elements of A and all the elements of B are combined together in A union B. In the same way, in the union operation in MySQL also, multiple result set of multiple queries is combined to form one single result set. So if we have A query, if we have B query, result set of these two queries is combined and you get one single result set. So I hope it is clear that what happens in union operation. Let us see one example. We have relation 1 or relation 2. What is the relation? A relation is a table. Table A and table B. If you observe the data carefully, so this is the data. This table has same columns. We'll talk about rules of union later, but you can observe from here that same columns are there in table A and table B. Let us see when you apply the union. Select star from A, select star from B, and in between you have written union. What has happened to the result? If you write select star from A, query result will be this. If you write select star from B, query result is this only. So when you write union between that, what is happening? This is coming from table A, this is coming from table A, this is coming from table A, this is coming from table B, this is coming from table B. Now if you see in table B, this row is in table A and B both. If you observe the square carefully, there is no duplicacy. That means by default the union operation removes the duplicate row automatically. By default, the duplicate row, if it appears in first query also and second query also, it will be shown only once. I hope it is clear. By default, the union operation shows the duplicate row only once. But if you want that duplicate row, that is all the three from here, all the three from here, that is duplicate rows. If there are duplicate rows, they should be shown twice. Then you will use all along with the union. You will write all. When you write all, then 1 0 2, which is duplicate in relation A and relation B, will appear twice. That row will appear twice. By default, union operation shows the duplicate data once only, but if you write the all keyword, the duplicate data will be shown multiple times. Duplicate times. Hope it is clear. Now let us do some rules on the union operations. So first rule says that union operation by default removes the duplicate rows from the result set. That we have already discussed, that when you don't use all keyword, by default it removes the duplicate row. Second rule says that queries can be of same or from different table. So same table you have already done. Let us see different table we have already done. Let us see how it is applicable on the same table. If you see the first query, select ename sal job from imp. The salary is greater than 3000. Select ename sal job from imp where salary is less than 2000. You can do it by using or also. For example, I am just explaining the union operation to you. This query is there, this result is coming. When this query is there, this. And when you apply the union operation, both the results are combined and you get this result set. Hope it is clear to you. You get this result set when union, and this both these queries are applicable on imp table if you see it carefully. I hope it is clear. Next rule says that number of column selected in both the queries should be same. So whatever columns you are selecting, the number of columns should be same, otherwise it will give an error. As you have done in the previous example, that number of columns was same, but here if you are seeing ename, sal, job, hire date, I have the first query I have added hire date, but in the second query I have remained it same, ename, sal, job. What is happening? It is giving error. So the number of columns which are selected should be same. I hope it is clear. So next rule says that the data types of the column selected should be same. So whichever columns ename, job, sal are in the first query, and if you even if you are referring to two different tables, this must be taken care of that both the tables have same data type of the columns. It won't work if one table is having different data type and other table is having different data type. And whenever you are selecting, the order of the column selected should be same, whether you are referring to the same table or you are referring to two different tables. The order of selected columns should be same, their or data type should be same, otherwise the queries are going to give error. Now if you see in this query, we have changed the order. What is happening? What is happening? If you see this result set and this result set, so there is ambiguity. Why there is ambiguity? Because here heading is ename and there it is showing salary. So the order of, that is why it is said the order of column should be same, the data type of column should be same, the number of columns selected in both the queries should be same, whether you are referring to the single or you are referring to two different tables. I hope up till here the rules are clear to you. So the next rule says that the order by clause, if used in the union operation, it must be used in the end, not with the individual query, can't be used within the individual query, but only at the end of the union statement. Let us see the example. If you see this query, this is the only query which we have done in the previous slide. Select ename, job, sal from imp where sal is greater than 3000, select ename where sal is less than 3000. So you have done this. So when you have to order them, you will not apply the order by clause here or here. You will apply in the end. It will not be applicable to the individual query, but will be applicable at the end when it is showing you the result set. I hope it is clear. And now coming to the next rule, that is with group by having. Whenever you are using group by having with individual queries in the union operation, then what is the rule says that it is allowed, order by is allowed at the end, but group by is allowed within the individual queries and not with the final result set. I hope it is clear. Let me show you one example. So this example says that select job, min cell, max cell from imp group by job having count star greater than equal to 4, and select in these two queries number of columns is same, data type of columns is same, size of column is same. So we are applying the group by clause on here. What I have done, count star is less than 2. So this is result of this query, this is the result of this query, and when we apply the union operation on these two queries, we come to the conclusion that group by clause is applied on individual, not in the end of the query. What is happening in this third union query? Result set of this and this is combined together. I hope the union operation and its rules are clear to you.